Salutations everyone, this is Razor here giving you another thoughts analysis update for Modern Warfare 3, and for this video I'm going to be going over the Tier 1 perks for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. These are the blue perks, and the ones in this tier slot are going to be Extreme Conditioning, Sleight of Hand, Scavenger, Blind Eye, and Recon. So extreme conditioning, you sprint longer and you climb faster with the pro version. I understand that they didn't want unlimited sprint, and I know this is going to upset a lot of people who are used to having unlimited sprint for the past couple Call of Duties, but I think the reason they did this is because of the combination of unlimited sprint plus no footstep sounds might be seemed overpowered by many people, especially on game modes such as like Search and Destroy. If you can rush all the way across the map without having to stop running and you're completely silent, that gives you a huge advantage, and a lot of people don't like this. So I'm going to say that's why Modern Warfare 3 does not include unlimited sprint, and that's probably why Infinity Ward did this. No word yet on what's the increased duration of the marathon extreme conditioning perk is going to give you. I'm guessing it's going to be the same as it has been the past few Call of Duties, so it should be nothing new there. I don't imagine this being very popular, especially since there is no unlimited sprint, so I don't see many people using this as much as some of the other perks in this slot, like Sleight of Hand. Sleight of Hand has been the predominant perk these past two Call of Duties. It wasn't as much in COD 4 because it had to compete with Juggernaut and Stopping Power and UAV Jammer, but Sleight of Hand was the second tier perk of choice in Modern Warfare 2, and the same goes for Black Ops. And I'm going to say that Sleight of Hand is going to be the most used perk in this slot, just because it's so awesome to get that faster reload. And what the Pro version gives you is faster weapon swapping, so it's like Scout Pro from Black Ops. And this, I think, is super awesome at the beginning of this, because not many people use Scout, so not many people got Scout Pro. And if you don't use Scout Pro, you don't know how awesome it is to be able to pick up weapons super fast and switch to weapons incredibly fast. And this might be especially helpful if, say, you're running Overkill, and since you don't have a quick pistol that you can draw, with Sleight of Hand you can draw that second primary weapon a lot faster than without Sleight of Hand. So I think this is going to be quite beneficial to people more than they realize. Some people are upset that you can't aim down sights faster, that was put into quick draw, but people are still going to be using Sleight of Hand because that faster reload is key in many situations. It really helps you out winning your gunfights, especially with weapons that have such high rates of fire, such as like submachine guns. And I'm going to be using Sleight of Hand most of the time, especially since the other ones are just like Scavenger. Scavengers hasn't changed a bit. You replenish your ammo and grenades and stuff, and with Pro version you start off with more magazines. It's cool. I did use it in Modern Warfare 2 just because I would run out of ammo with primary weapons, because it didn't seem to last that long. And a lot of people use Scavenger in Modern Warfare 2 because it replenished claymores, and it didn't do that in Black Ops, so you didn't see Scavenger as prevalent. And no word yet on what the capabilities of Scavenger are, is do they replenish noob tubes, do they replenish bouncing betties and claymores. I have no confirmation on that yet, so if that is the case, this will definitely be more widely used. But if you can't replenish your noob tubes and claymores and bouncy betties, you probably won't see it that often, especially if you can, since you can just use Overkill to have two prime weapons and not having to worry about running out of ammo. And with Sleight of Hand Pro, this also is a lessened worry, because you can pick up other weapons a lot faster. I mean, you get a kill with primary weapon, you can extremely quickly switch to your pistol, swap it out for that other weapon that you just picked up off the ground, and then be on your merry way. Blind Eye is, you not showing up on the kill streaks, so you're not that white hot target. and Blind Eye Pro gives you a faster lock on and does extra damage to air support. So what you're going to be seeing is a lot of people combining this with assassins so they don't show up on anything. But I'm going to be using Blind Eye as my anti air support and UAV class. I'm not going to be using Assassin to stay off the UAV. I'm going to be using Overkill to stay off the UAV because I can shoot down those spy planes a lot faster. And it's extremely easy to shoot down spy planes in Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 looks to be the same Modern Warfare 2 in many aspects, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is the case. And most importantly, it stays you off of Predator missiles, which are going to be as abundant as ever for anyone who's running the Assault Strike package. And if you're away from teammates that aren't running Blind Eye, this should keep you safe from Predator missiles, so you'll be able to continue with your kill streaks. And you keep on going, and since it keeps you off of like sentry guns, all the better. And lastly, the last one you unlock is Recon, which doesn't seem that good. Explosive damage puts you on the mini-map. The Pro version puts you on the mini-map when you get hit by a bullet. I don't see this being implemented that often, especially since you're giving up Sleight of Hand and Blind Eye. Who knows how good this is going to be? We've never seen a perk like this before, but it doesn't sound that great, so you won't be seeing many people run it unless it's more powerful than everyone's expecting it to be. But it's a nice new perk. It could be useful in certain game modes, don't get me wrong, but I just don't see this being a very popular choice. I see Sleight of Hand and Blind Eye being the most used. You're going to see a lot of people using Extreme Conditioning. If they want to rush around with a shotgun or submachine gun, and they don't really worry about, like, if a shotgunner doesn't really need Sleight of Hand to reload, so you might be seeing a lot of shotgunners using Extreme Conditioning when they want to rush around with a shotgun, or they might be using Blind Eye to stay off of kill streaks, like the Predator missile or any of the attack helicopters, be it the Osprey gunner, attack helicopter, strafe run, little bird guard, or any of those. So you'll be staying off of all those. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the first tier perk. I'm really happy with how they did the first tier. If you have Sleight of Hand, you're giving up Blind Eye. You have Blind Eye, you're giving up Sleight of Hand. So it's not overpowered in that sense. If you have one, you give up the other, and they're both extremely useful. Like I said, Sleight of Hand is going to be the best, and it's going to be really awesome that you can swap weapons a lot faster. You definitely want to practice this skill in Black Ops so you can get used to it and capitalize on that pro ability as soon as you unlock it in Modern Warfare 3. That'll give you a big heads up on the competition if you can master that ability. So I suggest doing that. And as far as Scavenger goes, we'll wait to see what it does and does not replenish to see how useful it's going to be. And Extreme Conditioning, it's going to find its niche, but I don't see many people running this Recon. And Blind Eye is going to be very popular. So that's the end of the video, guys. Be sure to stay tuned for when I break down the other two perk tiers as well as weapons and such. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.